Well, it looks like Greece just lost to the IMF and the Eurozone. The PMs agreed that they're going to agree to the austerity and to the debt restructuring that the European Union wants and that the IMF wants. Of course, there's rioting in the streets in Greece. Of course, it's about 6:30 on a Wednesday night, 7/15/2015. It's unfortunate that the Greek people, the Greek leaders caved like this, but I can see the perspective. The European Union has a lot of power, and globalization is not going anywhere, and they are not fucking around with Greece. Greece needs to get out of the European Union. Just get out. There's no reason to be there. You need to regain sovereignty so you can print your way out of this. America has its own sovereignty, so it can print its way out of any debt issues that it has, and the debts that America owes are debts to itself. This is going to lead in Varoufakis. Of course, the former former finance minister said that this could be like a Versailles Treaty, where this leads to massive reparations that are going to have to be paid from Greece, just like was paid by by Germany after World War I. Of course, the Versailles Treaty was signed in 1919, and then Hitler took power, 10, 15 years after that. It led to fascism because it led to isolationism, not protectionism. Protectionism is essentially against free trade and is what we all should be. Every country should be protectionist. But isolationism is what happened to it. It became very angry at Europe. The people hated the Europeans, had no love for its neighbors, and that's unfortunately what could happen to the Greek. And Germany could print its own money. Germany still had its sovereignty in certain areas. Greece basically has no sovereignty. This is why the European Union is evil, and it's why it needs to be destroyed and it needs to be done with. I'm hoping that the riots will lead to the Greek people getting some kind of vote, a referendum, something that will get them out of the European Union. I think that, and Varoufakis, of course, voted no against this, obviously. And to say that it could lead to fascism in Greece, it could lead to isolationism in Greece, it could lead to nationalism in the worst way in Greece. That kind of sentiment, that populist sentiment that Hitler captured and that his party captured, they were angry at Europe, they were angry at the world, and Greece could fall easily into that trap, and it could happen in a heck of a lot less time than 15 years. It could happen in 10 years, it could happen in 5 years. Things move quicker now. And what did Lenin say? I believe it was Lenin. The power was just lying in the street, waiting for someone to pick it up. I think that's what's going to happen here, and I think unfortunately it could lead to fascism. I'm hoping Varoufakis is wrong, but that analogy makes a lot of sense, and it's essentially, if you look at history, that's what happens. This is bad, and the IMF is bullying Greece because it's setting an example. It's making an example out of Greece for any other country that ever wants to fuck with it. And the European Union is playing with the IMF over Greece, which is shocking. You would figure it would be the other way around because they're part of the Union. But the Union isn't really that supportive. And they want to lend another 98 billion euros to Greece. Greece doesn't need more debt. It doesn't need more interest rates. It doesn't need to pay more debt. It needs to print its way out of this trouble and rebuild its economy slowly and within a protectionist frame of mind. I thank you for listening to this. I think this is something we'll need to watch. And again, these riots are bad, and they're probably going to get worse. Thanks for listening very much, and have a great day.